Okay, let's be honest. This is not what I was expecting to be opening up, and I figured before I shared any further information about the new Celto SW1500 that I would take the opportunity to just be a little bit real with with everyone. Um, I have not bought these drivers. Celto Acoustic had sent me these products, so essentially this is a sponsored video. But unlike normal sponsored content, they give me free reign to be honest. And that's what you are going to see in this very boring unboxing of a speaker. But I need to be clear about a couple of things because my heart is almost telling me that I feel cornered, and I actually feel guilty, and I shouldn't feel guilty. In fact, I'm pretty excited for what it's worth. Why would I feel guilty? Well, let me explain. I am very much a high-end product type of guy because if I design something for a customer for part of the new series, I know if something is going to fail, is going to fail for the right reasons, not from quality control. And I know that if we specify a driver, what we get today and what we get 6 years from now is going to be the same quality, the same standard, and that is worth paying for. Celto is using some of the highest grade components that you can buy in their product. In fact, it's comes out the same factory that many premium brands buy their materials from. And it is exceptionally affordable. A third of the price to products that have similar specifications, which may or may not have all of the features that this particular product has. And that's the truth. So check out the rest of the video. It's a pretty good product, exceptional value for money, definitely worthwhile checking out. Well, guys, I have a really interesting story to share with you today. Celto has maybe made a mistake sending me some product. Firstly, thank you, Arthur and Viva, for sending me some drivers to test. I really appreciate your transparency, saying, hey, we believe we've got a good product. There's a speaker, break it, test it, do what you want with it, but give us some real life feedback. As you guys know, as the sound guy, I will even test the most expensive products that we sell to validate whether a brand is talking shit about product. At the end of the day, we are a business dedicated to DIY, and we want you to, if you buy this driver, ensure that you not only getting a really good quality product, but we want to protect you. So Celto is very, very brave on sending us one of these. I have not opened the box. I want to walk through my first impressions completely on what I am seeing. Right, garage door is open, guys. You know the drill. I'm not here to make fancy videos. This is my honest first opinion. Right off the bat, gentlemen, the first thing that I do when it comes to any product, especially on drivers, is I push down on the cabinet. Right, I don't know if you guys can see this, but there is virtually no, I cannot seem to impact the quality of this particular bit of packaging. It is so rigid, I cannot even push in a corner on this box with my thumb because the packaging, in all honesty, at this price point is excellent, guys. Like, there are better swear words to try and put this forward. But I want to talk about value here. This is a 7-layer, you can call it a virgin cardboard material. I don't even get this or see this on some of the most expensive products that get shipped. So my initial impression is, what is going on with this packaging? I actually reached out to Arthur. He's given me this whole long spiel. I didn't talk to the local importer and distributor. I went to the source and said, hey guy, what is happening? Because your packaging actually is really tough. For one. The next thing I notice is that I'm starting to see signs of a professional factory. Right? Packaging aside, it looks great, it's clean, there's not bloody sellotape, really. I mean, guys, people charge premium on their product. And here we have a highly affordable product in phenomenal packaging, because guys, I'll be honest with you, I have sent keyboards, I have sent guitar cases, I have sent speaker drivers around the country, and you know what happens? It gets to the customer and the whole thing's broken. Because what happens is the courier handles this like shit, and the shipping agent and whatnot handle the product like it's garbage, and I have to pay for it as a business, right? This happens to everyone. If you are in this business and you send products around the country, like, I have so much faith, because the fact that I can't even... Good start. Really good start. Like I say, it's brave to be sent this, but I'm being honest, packaging, some of the best that I've gotten. The next thing, the density, right? So we all know this is thick, but if I tap on this, I can hear two things. I'm not just hearing cardboard. I have never seen the new series at all. In fact, guys, I'll be honest with you, I've never even opened up a bloody Celto product. Straight up. I have had you guys come to me with Celto acoustic speakers, but never opened up a box. So this is going to be a first for you and I. And let's grab something over here. Right. Okay. But let's quickly talk about this over here, right? Before we open this up. Right, guys, when you start to see this type of information on speakers, do you know what that is? Right, it's something that you really only see on very expensive products. Well, let me explain to you. Everything from the paper, when the paper was bought, what factory it was bought from, when that product was assembled, what glue was used, what batch of glue was used. This over here, gentlemen, is a full record of where every single component comes from and when it was put together, who was behind the machines. And on confirmation, on checking with Celto, that is in fact the case. From part A to part B, there is a full history that they save on a server, so that 10 years from now, you give me this code, I give you this product. Ain't that impressive? Might seem insignificant, guys, but it's a serious thing. Rather than you buy a speaker that sounds okay today, 6 months down the line, what happens? It's not the same thing. I see that a lot, especially with the cheaper brands. Celto is a very affordable brand. Again, I don't want to say cheap, because I feel that I'm going to stick my mouth into this. So let me open this up with you guys. Hopefully this is not going to be too long of a video. I mean, we're already up at 6 minutes, but I want to share my first impressions with you guys. You know that I like my expensive product because it's repeatable. I know what I order, because on a specification sheet or an engineering sheet, if I'm going to be building something, I'm going to get the same thing whether I buy it today or whether I buy it in 5 years' time. That to me is important because I need to look after you as my customers and make sure that if we do a replacement driver, right, that things are still going to be the same. In fact, I haven't come through all of that tape, and I don't think I can even, oh my God. Right. Guys, sorry, this is a little bit awkward. I'll try and do this one-handed, and nope. All right, so I officially cannot do this one-handed. Give me 2 seconds. I'm going to come back, get this thing open, right? I'm not going to open it. I'm just going to loosen it so you can follow me on this. Okay, 10 seconds later. Turns out there is a ginormous staple that over and above the reinforced tape that was holding us together. Now again, guys, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this one-handed, but okay, this is interesting. All right, so this is quite unique, guys. I can appreciate this. Okay, Y38. I think it might be Y35 on the specification. So all the specification is pretty much on here in terms of how the product is coming together. This is a really classy extra feature. And gentlemen, this costs money. Understand that this costs a lot of money to do this. But we are seeing this on such an affordable product, right? I mean, I don't know if this is going to focus on there. Okay. Note the difference here. Gentlemen, not only are you getting your specification sheet to come along with this, but it's in a bloody sleeve, right? It's in a sleeve. Not just thrown into a box. I mean, you know, I might be putting my sock into things, but again, well done, Team Celto, because this is beautifully packaged. And I don't even see this from some of the more expensive products. Let's have a look at this little card here. What's this all about? 3M loaded. If you missed my previous video, gentlemen, I was talking about little things that make quality on a speaker, reliability on a speaker, DuPont, and we have 3M on a goddamn sticker. Out of all things, Celto is using 3M on a sticker. I don't know what to say. Let's keep this going. All right. Let's see if we can do this one-handed. I don't really know. Let's try and get some of this tape off. And let's... Okay. So guys, this is not like 0.5 micron. I can't open this one-handed. So again, hang on, maybe we're gonna get somewhere. Ah, success. If you guys know how much this stuff costs, it comes with the driver. Well done. Again, Celto, you know, it gets shipped across the world, and there is silica. For those of you guys who don't know what this does, this helps to draw in moisture, because unfortunately containers are hot. They come on the ocean, and this eats up all the moisture. So I dare to say it, I don't even see that from some brands. Plastic sheathing, I mean, I don't know how many micron this is, but again, this is not just a bit of plastic, guys, this is... Okay, so it looks like Celto has possibly sent me these drivers to maybe shut me up. I don't know. But so far, my absolute compliments on what I'm seeing, because this is stuff that I only see on more expensive products, and I'm doing this live with you guys. And I'm impressed. We haven't even gotten into the speaker. Let's let me put this phone down and get this driver out. What is this? So why does this box sound so dense? Well, Jesus Christ, gentlemen, for a cheap speaker, this is so well presented. I mean, come on, guys. For the price of the speaker, this is so well presented. It is so well put together. This packaging, just to get to this stage, guys, I can tell you now, is very expensive. A lot of brands will choose not to do this type of packaging or go through this type of effort because it is expensive. Gentlemen, it really is expensive. Well done, Celto, honestly, well done. Why does Viva do Celto, and where are they going? Look at this, guys. Honestly, let me see if I can get this out. I mean, come on. Right, I wouldn't even be surprised at this rate if this thing was bloody glued into place. But this is firm. I can't say cheap. This is not cheap. The efforts that have gone into the packaging, the efforts that have gone into presentation, the fact that as someone who is as passionate as I am, I can trace back with the manufacturer if there's a problem on something that I pick up on technical data. Hallelujah. That does not cost me 15,000 Rand on a speaker. Gentlemen, these are the things that are important to me and should be important to you as well, because when you start getting serious about sound, it is the little things that matter, right? If I've built something today for a particular product and or brand, and I'm now facing something where I am noticing something different on an electrical measurement, on acoustical measurements, I have the ability to actually relay it back to the manufacturer. That is here. Can I send something to someone knowing that the speaker is going to arrive in one piece? Absolutely, because it's built to be distributed, in all honesty. So let's go and jump into the speaker together. All right, so now we are on to the driver. While I wanted to make this a short video, gentlemen, it's turning out to be longer than what I anticipated because I have more to say than what I thought. And so far, all good. So, I mean, packaging, top class. But as someone who has worked with a lot of speakers, I look at certain things that you may not look at. So I'm going to go through these things, and again, guys, this is my literally raw impression. Celto hasn't paid me to do a review on this. I want to be clear. However, they have sent me the drivers to get my first impression, and honestly, I'm quite taken back on the quality of the product so far. Right, let's start looking at some nitty-gritty stuff here. So first thing I want to point out that when it comes to gaskets, a lot of the times we have, let me come in and see if I can't show you this nicely. A lot of products, again, to save cost, which we've seen on the packaging at least, that Celto hasn't really spared any expense to make sure that your product arrives to you alive. You know, and using bloody 3M tape on a sticker. Like, I think that's overkill, but, you know, we'll work with that. So, really impressed. Okay, so firstly, this is a high density rubber. On a lot of cheaper stuff, you'll find that if the brand does use this type of rubber, the gasket does not line up. And in this particular instance, unless I pointed it out to you, the likelihood is you could even be tricked into thinking that this was all one single gasket. We've just gone past another joint, right? Here is another one. Okay, this one you can kind of see quite nicely. But the point is, gentlemen, you guys like the old MTL2s and you like to sometimes invert products around. But the thing is, this is going to give you a proper seal, in all honesty, because it's dense, right? Not just cheap foam. So again, I'm not floating anyone's boat here, Celto. Please do not think of me as your mascot, but you asked for my honest opinion, and I'm going to share this publicly. And whether it's good or whether it's bad, I can't fault what I've seen on packaging, and so far so good on what I'm seeing on the driver. Okay, guys, I mean, again, so face value, things are looking really, really good. But I know the nature of the machines, and we should start to see at least some telltale sign, right, of some glue coming across. Which again, I mean, I'm being nitty and picky. You know, oh, there we go. I mean, that's my fingernail, guys. You know, again, guys, you know, for the price of the bloody speaker, let's be realistic. That is the only blemish I can see on the face. And in all honesty, this is nothing. This is really, I mean, come on, guys. All right. Water resistant cone, great to see. High density. Gaskets, very well put together. They're not missized. You know, this is made for the speaker. This is not some Chinese product that has been thrown together. Okay. Dare I say that that's possibly a bloody 3M grade sticker again. Because if that is 3M, then that's possibly going to be 3M as well. To be honest, this is beautiful to see because it pretty much is guaranteed that this is a Celto basket. Guys, doing the tooling and dyes and so forth for your own basket as a brand is really, really expensive. So you can see this is a Celto product, right? So let's have a look here. While in fact, I think that's just going to be a hint of glue. Yep. That is the first spot of glue I have really actually noticed. But one of the things I want to point out is, in fact, there is no chips on the magnet. In fact, this magnet is in phenomenal condition. It happens from time to time. Unfortunately, it's the nature of making speakers, where you will find little chips on the magnet itself, but again, not there. So if anyone wanted to shut me up, Celto's done a pretty good job, because in a way I almost want to provide hate onto Celto. I don't know why. It's just one of those things. They're very successful, they've done very good, and what a better way to kind of silence a critic, right, is to send them something to test. And you know, from the packaging to what I'm seeing, this is a phenomenally made speaker. Again, here is that code that I tell you guys is so important, because it allows us to track everything, you know. So if you have a terminal that fails or something goes wrong, we can trace all of it back, right? That's really important. There is not a scratch on this product. I mean, literally, I mean, is that something? Can I call that a scratch? What is that? That is the smallest little... Come on, man, guys. I'm literally looking for problems and I can't seem to find anything. So my personal unboxing of the Celto EX1500, part of the new series, honestly, it is, guys, 3M tape on a sticker. You're talking the difference between a 10 Rand sticker versus a fucking 25-cent sticker. That's the reality of things, you know. Thumbs up. Beautifully packaged, beautifully presented. Still say it's a cheap driver, but, you know, is it cheap? It's a high quality product, high quality packaging. I mean, right down to the bloody sheathing. I think this is thick enough to barely stop a bullet. It's the little things that show really good quality products and really good quality brands. So, okay, so if you've made it that far in the video, really, I'm so impressed, guys. Is this maybe one of the best value for money drivers you can buy? 100% absolutely. I'm really impressed. I am quite enthusiastic to take a deeper dive into the overall performance of the Celto range. I've already seen from some of the modeling on the SW1500 and some of the behind the scenes, which I haven't shared with you guys, on the two 1200 units, 1500 in my hands. You guys saw me unboxing the whole thing, trying to keep it as real and as genuine as possible. I like transparency. Transparency for me is key. A lot of you guys know, I mean, I'm talking to people at 1 o'clock in the morning right now. That is the time. So that's a little bit of unpackaging and my first impressions of the Celto SW1500. Phenomenal quality, guys. I'll share a little bit of technical information. There was one or two things that I wasn't quite too sure about. You know, some brands always have their own tech that they include into their products. A big shout out to Arthur and to Louis for really being so transparent with me about what's going into some of the products. It's really nice to see the effort that has been placed into a product which is so affordable. It's really, really nice. So I'm going to share another little video with you from Arthur. So Arthur is Mr. Celto himself. I was trying to understand what was going on with some of the jargon that was being used within the cooling system. And well, it's kind of cool. It might not seem like such a big deal to a lot of you guys, but one of the biggest problems that we actually have when it comes to speakers in as a whole is trying to keep things cool. I kind of thought this was counterintuitive initially because we are taking away surface area from things, but you know, I am not a loudspeaker engineer, and so I reached out to Arthur, and well, this is what he said, and I think this is pretty cool tech. This is unique to Celto, and when it comes to power compression and cooling, it's a pretty serious deal when it comes to what design choices we make, because ultimately, yes, something has a thermal capacity in free air when we're testing things, but in reality, the moment we stick that product in the box, that power handling goes out the window. So anything that can be done to try and improve the overall power handling and efficiency of the driver in terms of the ability for that driver to act as a big heat exchange unit, the better. So here is a little bit of information about some of the technology which Celto is using in their drivers. So check this one out.
Hi, Garrett. Just to explain you a bit what's going on, is that here you have the dust cap, your cone moving up and down. Obviously, the dust cap push air to the center of the T-yoke, and also one part goes to the gap, which is a very tiny 0.3 millimeter ring. So the DCS here, you can see what happened is that the air coming from there is deflected by this angle here, around 45-degree angle, is deflected and goes to the gap. If no DCS, the air come here and create a turbulence because it hit the perpendicular top of the T-yoke. So obviously what DCS does is that it forces the air to come inside the gap, and when you renew the air inside the gap, you increase the cooling of the voice coil.